Oh, hey. What's up, you guys? My name is Delilah, if you don't know already. I'm a freelance makeup artist when I'm not working my regular job, and my channel is mainly on beauty, but we do like to have a little fun over here. Today's video is gonna be a Sephora's shopper's guide do's and don'ts. So this is going to be a little different from all the other shopper guide videos that I've seen. This is a video to help beginners or people that never really went to a Sephora some advice on how to shop at Sephora, because Sephora is a very fast-paced, busy store, is overwhelming because of all the beautiful, luxurious products. So I just want to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to make your experience a lot better, a lot easier, because I have come across some videos where people are bashing Sephora, how they didn't like their service, how they didn't like this, how they didn't like that. So we're just gonna get into it. Tip number one. When you walk into a Sephora, you're gonna see someone in the front. You're gonna see a worker standing by the door. That person is the greeter. You don't want to avoid this person. You don't want to ignore them. Sometimes I walk into a store and I don't say hi, or I'm just in my zone and whatever. I have social anxiety sometimes. But you have to face that fear, because that person in the front is going to help you tremendously. So if you don't know your way around that Sephora, because there's many Sephoras all around the world, if you don't know your way around this Sephora, if you don't know what you're looking for, you need advice on something, that's gonna be the first person to help you, to guide you in the right direction. Number two, if multiple workers at Sephora, the reason why I'm making this video is because I have experience working at a Sephora, and I also have been a customer at Sephora. Step number two, because I know you guys are probably like, how the fuck do you know like all this shit? But yeah, I do have experience working at Sephora. Number two, if multiple workers are greeting you and asking, hi, do you need help with anything? How are you? We're not assuming that you're stealing. It's just that it's really all about customer service. We're assigned to different sections in the store because Sephora's are pretty big. So if you're in one section, a worker greets you, hi, do you need help with anything? Because you're in their section. When you go to another section, another person's gonna ask you the same thing, because we don't want to make you feel like you're being ignored. We want to acknowledge you. We want to help you. We probably didn't even know that the person in another zone greeted you, so we just want to make sure. Number three, I know due to the pandemic, a lot of rules have changed at Sephora, especially when it came to making samples, having the testers out, trying it on. But now things are slowly starting to get back to normal. So now guys are able to test out products, try samples, and you can try them on your own. Like you don't need assistance from a worker. Like you can just grab a lip gloss, grab a lipstick, sanitize it, and you could try it on the back of your hand. If you're feeling ballsy, you could try it on your face, on your lips. Number four, when it comes to number four, I do not care how clean a tester may look. Sanitize it. You never know. Even if no one touched it, there's dead skin particles floating around everywhere. Like you never know what landed on that product, even if it is new. So please sanitize it before trying it on your face. I literally saw a woman try on a dusty ass Merit cream foundation, and I asked, I'm like, wait, do you want me to sanitize it for you? And she didn't care. She just kept rubbing it on her face, and there was so much dust on it. I'm like, I feel bad when a customer doesn't want to ask a worker something because they look busy. We're never really busy. Like we are, but if you see a worker in a drawer or they're fixing a gondola, it's okay to ask them for help. Just think about it as what's more important is the client, not fixing the gondola or restocking. The first priority is helping the client. Just go ahead and ask. Like we're just passing time because there's nothing to do. Number 6, help me help you. Please, 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 please. If a worker is asking you questions, please do not answer every single question with "I don't know." Try your hardest to answer this question. And I'm going to give an example. And this is a question that a lot of people don't know. I didn't know this question. What we do is if you don't know the answer to the question, we try to give certain examples so that we can get an answer, so we can help you understand a little bit more. So a common question is, what is your skin type? So if you don't know your skin type, is fine. But I feel like when I'm trying to pinpoint something so I can figure out the answer, I still get those I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. But then it feels like when I get answers like that, I feel like you just don't care. I don't know what my skin type is. I don't care what I get. I'm not good with makeup. Like, I just want something for my face. But that isn't very helpful when it comes to the worker, because when it comes to a worker like me, because I care. I need to know what your skin type is, because if you're oily, I'm not going to give you something for dry skin. That's going to break you out. It's going to clog your pores. It's going to make you look even more oily. So I'm trying to prevent a return. I'm trying to prevent an angry customer coming back saying, oh, this person gave me this and this and that, and look what happened to my skin. That's why I feel like it's very important to know these questions, or try your hardest to understand. These are the other questions that we ask. When you wash your face in an hour or two and you look in the mirror, how does your skin look? Does it look the same? Does it look normal? Does it look dry, flaky, patchy? If you don't really know that answer, we also ask, if you wear makeup and at the end of the day your face looks shiny, your entire face, you're oily. If you notice that you're only shiny in the T-zone, you have combination skin. You have a combination of oily skin in the center, normal to dry in the perimeter of your face. That's just certain ways to figure out, and those are the questions that we ask. We try to like dumb it down for you, but if I keep getting I don't know, I don't know, I don't know what to suggest you myself. Number 7, if a coworker is recommending you something, 9 out of 10 is because we care. There's probably 1% of people that honestly doesn't care, but 9 out of 10 we honestly do care, because just because we're recommending you something other than the product that you came in for doesn't mean it doesn't mean that we're trying to take your money. That's not what it means. Like, I could care less about taking your money, because we don't work on commission. Like, it's just vibes. You come in for a concealer, right? Because why? You have puffy eyes, you have darkness. You feel like the only thing that's gonna fix that problem is covering it up with makeup, and that's not the case. Makeup is temporary. Makeup comes off. But what's gonna help with your concern is an eye cream. Talking about skincare, if you are on the market for a skincare regimen, I honestly suggest that you save your coins, save your money, because I'm gonna be real honest right now. Skincare is one of the most expensive things everywhere. I don't care, and I'm talking about good skincare. If you're not blessed with amazing skin already, this drugstore shit isn't gonna work for you. If you're really dealing with problems with your skin, you need to go to a Sephora, a Bloomingdale's. You need to go high end at this point. There are skincare brands that are very affordable that actually works if you're consistent with it. But the thing about it is, about those skincare brands, when they're dirt cheap like that, it's only one ingredient, and it's gonna take a long time to see results, because it's only one ingredient and it only targets one thing. You can buy these products, but there are some people out there that wants to see fast results. Here's another tip. Just because your friend recommended it doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. You guys are two complete different people with two different skin types, two different everything. I'm not saying don't try it. You can try it. You are your own person. This is a really important tip. Really important tip, and I still do this. When it comes to Sephora lighting, we like to make things look like a makeup studio, like very glamorous. So we use studio lights. Studio lights are completely different from the lights in your house, the natural sunlight. So you're gonna look a little different. Colors are gonna look a little bit different in Sephora. So I honestly do suggest, when you're gonna try on a foundation, I suggest you go outside into the sunlight with a mirror and see how the color really looks, and see if you are satisfied with that color. Because one time I put on a foundation at Sephora, it looked perfect, like it disappeared, but then when I tried it out at home, it was really light, and I was like, what the fuck? And I'm a makeup artist, like I'm like, I should know this shit. Like, why? But I really do suggest that you go outside and you look at the color, the undertone, everything. So don't be afraid to ask for a second opinion. Don't be afraid to step outside really quick into the sunlight. And if you're really not sure and you're really on a budget and you just don't want to spend money on foundation and come back and return it and try it again, ask for a sample. Something happened the other day and it kind of drove me a little crazy. Sephora isn't like a drugstore, a Target. You can't go in there and open a box, swatch something, and then put it back. You can't do that. We have to throw it away. It's damaged now. If you was to go and buy a product at Sephora, you get home, you open it, you're excited to use it, and you can obviously tell that it's been opened and it's been used, you're gonna go back and return it. So why would you do that? And something that I don't understand is, why do clients do that when we have testers out in front of the product before you even grab to buy it? The reason why people do that in Target and CVS and all that stuff is because they don't have testers for you to try. This is another tip for people that never really shopped at Sephora, and because this is what happened to me one time. I had a client come in with a list of makeup. I guess she was taking a class and the person told her to get these things. Like literally on her list it said smoky eye. So when she came in, she was like, where's your smoky eye? And I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, you want a smoky palette? She's like, listen, I don't know about any of this stuff. I'm just taking a class and I'm here, So I'm like, okay, so I'm guessing that she wants a smoky eye palette. I show her the Makeup by Mario palette. Is all mattes. Perfect palette to make a smoky eye with, because you have your browns, your beige, and your black. She saw the price and she just couldn't. So I took her over to the most affordable brand, Sephora collection, and that was even too much for her. And then the last thing that I would say, and something that I mentioned in this last tip, is sign up for the Beauty Insider. I know nobody wants emails, but if you want, you could opt out of the emails. But I really do suggest that everyone gets a Beauty Insider. It's not a credit card. It's a free rewards card. It's a rewards program. It's just like a CVS points card. Over time, those points are gonna build up into a discount. Those are my tips for a beginner Sephora shopper guide. I know that it can be very overwhelming because there's just so many products, there's so many different brands. Just remember the steps that I said and you'll be okay. You'll be alright. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a beautiful positive comment down below. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys soon.